What's up YouTube? It's SkaterGuy108. I got a deck profile for you guys. It's Worm Syncro actually. It's a deck that I kind of made on my own, I guess, but it uses worms and tuners. So I'll explain this stuff. Usually the worms are used as more like a stun aspect, but this one's a little more aggressive. So two Worm Kings. You tribute a worm, and then you contribute a worm to pop a card. Well, you tribute a worm to bring them out. And then you could special summon him with that trap card, which I'll show you in a little bit. 3 Worm X, he's the best worm in my opinion. When he's summoned, you send a worm from your deck to the graveyard, and then if you control a face-up worm Yagen, he's not destroyed by battle. And then you play 2 Yagen. When he's in the graveyard and Zex is on the field, you can special summon Yagen in face-down position, and then it gets removed when it leaves the field. But then when it's flipped up, you bounce an opponent's card, which is really good. Free +1 helps with the synchroing and bounces stuff like Sheehan, so that's really good. 3 Worm Carvatros, I think. When he flipped you could add a level 1 or lower reptile worm from your deck to your hand. So just get your engine going. And he's actually a 1200 attack, which isn't that bad. So if you really need to, you can flip him, search another one, and then just beat down a little bit with him. And then I play 1 Worm Apocalypse. When he's flipped up, you destroy a spell or trap on the field. So, yeah. And now for the synchroing part, I play 3 Birdman. One of the main reasons I play Birdman is to bring out this synchro, which I'll explain in a little bit. And Birdman just helps out with the deck. He lets you bounce stuff, which can be useful sometimes. And he just helps you bring out level 7s pretty much. And then since you're playing Birdman, I figured why not play Tengu. Tengu's such a good card anyways. Combos amazingly with Birdman. I'm also playing a Plague Spreader and Effect Veiler, so you could synchro with those. And he's just a beater. You just keep him alive and you're in really good shape. I also play Lances, so Lance combos well with Tengu. And you play Plague Spreader. Pretty much with Tengu you need Plague Spreader, so. And then I'll play 2 Veiler. Get rid of monster effects. Spells aren't that special. 2 Lance, 1 Book. This is a very trap heavy deck, so a Trunade, Reborn, and Dark Hole. That's it. You play 6 spells. And now traps, the best part of the deck in my opinion. 3 W Nebula Meteorite. Alright, what you do, you change all face down monsters on the field to face up defense position. And then flip effects go off. And then during the end phase, you change all light reptile monsters you control to face down position, and then draw a card for each that was returned into that position. And then after you draw, you could special summon a level 7 or higher light reptile from your deck. Worm King. So, basically it's draw power and special summon power. So, I'll explain a combo with that card in a little bit. 3 Offering to the Snake Deity, aka Icarus Attack. You destroy a reptile to destroy 2 cards your opponent controls. It's really, really good. Especially since all the reptiles are pretty much free in the deck. Works better than Blackwings sometimes. You play 2 Warnings, staple. I'm playing 2 7 tools. I'm not playing MSD in the deck. So I figured why not play tools. And also it's kind of annoying when your opponent uses tools on you, like when you're trying to Nebulite or something. So you just negate. 2 Deep Prison, staple, Solemn, and then a Mirror Force. I'm not playing Torrential, just gonna side deck it. And then Synchro deck isn't really anything special except for this guy. Everything else is pretty standard, but his effect, he requires a Gen X tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Then he gains his effect depending on what you synchro as the non-tuner. So he has an Earth one, a Fire one, and a Light. Since you're playing a lot of lights in the deck, you're obviously going to go for the light effects. So basically, you need a Birdman and a light card, and you bring them out. So then his effect is once per turn, you could select a light monster in your graveyard and special summon him face down, which is perfect for the deck. The deck uses a lot of flip effects, and this just lets you recycle them. Let's just, for example, say you synchro Karatos and Birdman. You know, you had your card toss face down, you flipped up, you get to search a worm, then you bounce it, you summon Birdman, and you could summon Karatos again, you Syncro, the Triforce, set Karatos again, so you could search again next turn. And then, even better if you have the Offering to the Snake Deity, so it dies and it keeps coming back, and you just keep plussing. It's really stupid. This card does wonders for the deck, so. Now that's pretty much the main deck profile. Now I'm going to cut and show you one of the best combos in the deck. Alright, so the 2-card combo is W Nebula Meteorite and Worms X. These 2 cards just cost so much advantage. It's kind of ridiculous. So first off, you're going to summon Worms X and use this effect to dump Yagen to the graveyard. Then you're going to use Yagen's effect to set it. Then you set your Meteorite, you know, maybe have a couple more back rows or something, and you end. Now, during your opponent's turn, let's say they're playing Samurais, for example, and they try to Shian you, they bring out the Kagemusha and the Kaigeki. Then, right before they Syncro, you want a W Nebula Meteorite. What it does, it flips all monsters face up, face down, face up. So Yagen, and then Yagen's effect goes off. You get to bounce a monster in your opponent's field. So let's say you bounce the Kaigeki, or Kagemusha. Yeah, I think you have to bounce Kagemusha. And then, that's it. Then during the end phase, they flip down, and then you draw for each one that was flipped. So you get to draw 2 cards, and then after that, you get to special summon your Worm King. So, you know, let's just say these are the 2 cards you drew, whatever. Then next turn, you could just destroy your opponent. You can, you know, flip up your Zex or your Yagen. You could bounce the Kaigeki now. Flip your Zex. Then you can use Worm King. You could tribute these 2, pop their 2 back rows, and attack with Worm King. So basically, you just turned your 2 cards, these 2 cards, into a +3 for you, and then a -2 for your opponent, which is really ridiculous. And especially if this thing bounces the Syncro, it's even more of a minus for your opponent. So, you know, that's just one of the best combos that the deck can pull off. It's pretty stupid. And yeah, so that was the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Peace.